What was life like for you during COVID? Because I feel like that changed a lot of people's lives, especially as a rapper. You just all of a sudden have way more time to be working on your shit.
Yeah, COVID was a good and bad thing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was the bad part?
You inside and wearing a mask, all that extra stuff. But I ain't gonna lie, COVID was good and bad.
It is crazy because there's so many people I talk to when it's like COVID just gave them time to figure out what they were trying to do with their life.
They was doing for real. We used to get a motel. COVID time, we used to get a motel, like 2 motels side by side for like a month and just rap in that bit. We had a studio in there. Had one room for something else going on, the other room was studio.
What were you doing in the other room?
I don't want to talk about it. It's motion over there.
We're talking hoes in the other room, or we talking
hoes. Okay. It's motion in the other room. Okay. And then we got me and my engineer. We in one room, and we just recording. Back to back to back to back to back.
That's cheaper to get 2 motel rooms than to get a studio.
Yeah, because my dog not charging me.
Yeah,
he believed in it, so he not even charging me. So we just in that bed, we busting down. It's like 4 of us busting down a motel. Damn near, sometimes we barely even be sleeping in that bed. We just pull up and do it and go back to the crib.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely. And you feel like you really kind of started to figure out your style during that time period?
Yeah,
you made
that's
a lot of
when
your bigger
I did.
songs?
Yeah, I made my biggest songs. I made my biggest songs like that and not in the studio. It's kind of weird. Like my biggest songs, I don't be recording in the studio. I be like with my dogs like in a B&B or something and the engineer push up. So
yeah, I mean, I feel like that's one of the biggest things that a rapper could figure out is just how to have their recording set up so that they don't have to be spending $100 an hour or whatever on studio. Like you got to just figure out how to get that going in your crib.
Yeah, you get somebody who believe in a dream, get your equipment, and then you gone.
Right.
Yeah. Sometimes studios be bull like that. Sometimes you go to the studio, the engineer just trying to make their money. And then you got somebody who believe, who gonna tell you, you could say this better, you could do this better. Okay, that beat not right. You understand how you rap that is not right. You feel me? So yeah. So it's good to have it like that.
So like your first song started connecting in 2019, but when did it start to feel like you were really having a fan base or where you had enough fans that you could perform and do all this type of shit?
2022, I had dropped a song called Dret Stalker. I had told my dogs, I was like, bro, I've been rapping for all these years. I told my dogs, if this song don't pop, I'm done rapping.
Really?
Yeah, I had recorded on some random in my dog kitchen. I'm in his kitchen. We put the studio in his kitchen. I just pulled up randomly. I'm trying to record something, looking for beats, loaded that beat up, and I just came on there. And I told my dogs, me and my dogs came together. I was like, bro, if this song right here don't pop, I'm done rapping. I'm wasting my money with this shit. And the song popped.
Really?
Yeah, the song popped. Instantly, as soon as I dropped it, the song popped. Labels started hitting me up. Shit. I had labels trying to hit me up out the blue. Florida rappers started following me, so that motion started to come through. The followers started going up and all that. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. What were those conversations with labels like? Are you tempted to sign early on?
I didn't know what they was saying. I ain't know. I wasn't really tempted to sign. I was just more excited that they seeing me for real, because like that's the biggest thing for a rapper to get seen. So I was getting calls like, bro, I'll just be laying down. This label hit me, this label hit me, this label hit me, this label hit me. And at that time, I just broke up with a bitch. So I'm down about that shit.
Really?
So I'm down. I'm in my room. Like, I go to the studio.
You're trying to figure out how you're going to bounce back. It's like, all right, here we go.
I got to pop it for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm in the room sad as hell, and a label called me. Like, I wasn't eating nothing. Like, that shit had me f***ed up.
Yeah,
but then on the other side, the motion just kicked. Like, it was crazy. Like, I sit in my room, not eat for days, get up, go to the studio. But when this person called me, this person hit. So it was like, it was a good moment for real.
It's tough to be creative when you're depressed.
Very tough. Very tough. But when I got in the studio, it's just like, I make pop shit music. So I got in the studio, like, I'm that nigga. Like,
right.
I don't give a
But do you have a ritual for how you get yourself into the right state of mind to make that kind of music?
Nah, it's in me. I just go in there and pop shit.
So even if you're having a bad time in your life,
I can be mad as somebody can get me mad as As soon as I get behind the microphone, that beat come on, it's like a different nigga wake up.
Really?
Yeah, I just be want to slaughter the beat that's in front of me. I don't give a f about nothing else. When I leave the studio, I worry about that. But when I'm in the studio, I ain't trying to waste my time.
So you're just going in there sober and it just comes out of you?
Smoke and I don't
you don't really drink like that either?
I just, like I'm saying, it's in me. I don't need nothing to boot up or nothing like that. I just go in there and just do it.
Right.
Yeah.
See, that's what's weird with rappers is they start to slowly get it into their head that they need to be in the exact perfect state of mind. And I
had superstitions like I used to I needed gummy worms and a Red Bull every studio session.
Right.
If I didn't have that, it kind of fucked my head up.
Yeah.
But that was my little thing. But I've been stopped doing that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the caffeine was whooping your ass?
I don't know. I just needed sour gummy worm. If it wasn't sour Cholas, I'm not eating it. Give it back. And I needed a Red Bull. And then I could start my studio session. And then I could rap. But I got past that.
I mean, I think caffeine's like the bare minimum. Like every time I've ever done a podcast, it's like I got to have caffeine on deck. That's just, you need that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.